Hey team, welcome back to another adventure. If you haven't been here before, I'm Nick and I make spearfishing, freediving and adventure content here on YouTube. Today I'm going to be taking you on a dive that I went for just before Christmas to get fish for a few families for Christmas dinner, and how I made the poke bowls that I made for my family's Christmas. I headed out with a few mates and my dad a couple days before Christmas. We had no wind but a fair bit of swell, and we decided to jump in at one of our favourite pinnacles towards the end of the outgoing tide. We were all a bit anxious to get some fish on the board for Christmas, and as soon as we hit the water it looked super fishy, so I turned the GoPro straight on because you never know what's going to turn up straight off the bat. If I can give you one tip for getting onto Kingfish, it'd be get in the water first at these fishy offshore spots, because they often present the easiest opportunities on their first pass as they come and check you out. This proved itself on this dive, and after playing the fish very gently for a while as I wasn't sure of the shot placement, I managed to get it up and secured, which took a lot of pressure off as we had something to take home for Christmas dinner. We settled into some pretty challenging diving. We were fighting pretty strong current and broken swell washing over the pressure point that we were trying to stay on. And most of my surface intervals were spent trying to relax while looking through white water like this. And after another hour or so of diving, I managed to get a good drop in onto my favorite ledge, which sits down around 18 meters. After a good relaxed drop, keeping my head well tucked, I looked up and I saw this little guy straight away. And after turning to look out, managed to get a good shot into this kingfish, which turned out to be around 15 kilos. Jake put a nice second shot into it, which stoned the fish, and I think quite surprised Jake, making the fight quite a bit shorter and securing our second Christmas kingfish, which I gutted and gilled and then got into the boat and onto some ice. After a bit more diving, Mike took a third kingy and a nice pink Maomao, and we started heading home. We checked 6 different spots for scallops, but we didn't find any. It was pretty disappointing considering the Bay of Islands used to have a whole lot of scallops, and now it seems to have none. Back at the ramp, Dad managed to talk his way into a nice snapper from a line fisherman who arrived back at the same time as us, so we got home with a good bin of fish and got into the filleting. I had a bit of a sit down and a rest and got into making a big bowl of poke and some other bits and pieces for our dinner that night. Start by getting some brown rice on the boil because it takes ages. While that's going, dice the kingfish and get it into a marinade of lemon juice, lemon zest, grated ginger, soy sauce, sesame oil, and sweet chili. Once that's stirred through, cover it and whack it in the fridge to soak in and chill down. Throw some sesame seeds in a pan and fry them off until they start to brown. Keep an eye on that to make sure they don't burn, and start on the salad. Baby spinach, cucumber, carrots and avocado went into mine, but throw in whatever you want that will be crunchy and fresh. Your sesame seeds should be done, so chuck them into your fish mix and get it back in the fridge. I made a wasabi mayo, which was definitely a highlight of the dish, and chopped up a bit of coriander and put it in a separate dish because I know some people reckon it tastes like soap and I wanted to keep it optional. The rice should be done, so drain that off and your ingredients should all be ready. All that's left is to combine it in a bowl and enjoy. We ate this on the 23rd and 25th and I had it again for lunch on Boxing Day. It's super fresh and tasty and the fish is a really good texture because of the lemon juice. I would definitely recommend making this for yourself. The hardest bit of it is probably the rice, and it's a really nice cold meal for a hot summer. Thanks for watching, team. I really appreciate it. If you did enjoy the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and if you do want to see more, subscribe to the channel. Thanks as always for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one.